Hi. So we're going to do some yoga against the wall today. I'm going to use the wall to help us. What I feel is really important is for you to pay attention to your breath and pay attention to your body, the sensations that you feel in your body. You can use sensation as information. You use this information to get to know yourself, what it feels like to be in your skin, what it feels like to use your muscles and your bones and your joints. I think the more that we can feel in our bodies, the easier it is to use our bodies efficiently. So try to take this time, like when you're doing yoga especially, to just get curious about how you're using your body, and if you can use it more efficiently. Your breath can be a guide to that. Like if you're having a hard time breathing in a pose, you probably shouldn't do it. You should probably like back up out of the shape, try something different. So try to keep big, exaggerated breaths through all this stuff. If you notice that your mind starts to get in the way, you start to think about a lot of stuff, or like your mind drifts from things, really focus on your breath even more. Try to either keep your eyes closed or like focus on one point in front of you, and just take full inhales and complete exhales, and try not to like rush yourself through your breath. So we'll start on the wall. So at first, just stand facing the wall. Take your right arm out to the right side. Take your left hand in line with your left elbow, and just start to push your left hand into the wall. Turn your left toes towards the left side of the room, and just see if you can start to pull your hips and your shoulders towards that left side of the room. So you get a big stretch across the front of your right side chest, your right arm. Big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then switch to the other side. So turn the right toes to the right. Look to the right. Take your left arm all the way out to the left. Right hand in line with the elbow. And just start to push so that you can turn your hips towards this side and turn your chest towards this side. One. And then come about an arm's length away from the wall. Once you've got that arm's length, feet are about hips width distance apart. Try to keep your hips right on top of your knees and your knees right on top of your ankles. And then lift your arms up and just slowly start to drop your chest towards the wall. You can drop your chest, you can drop your chin, you can look all the way up to the ceiling. You can rest your forehead if it feels like way better. You're just trying to open up your chest and your shoulders. So try to keep your hips right on top of your ankles, then just let your arms go. Cool. And let's do the reverse of that. So just take your hands in line with your shoulders, round your back. Really try to pull your belly in and breathe into your back. Good. Bring your right hand across your body so the palm of your hand faces away from the wall. Take your left hand, push it into that palm, and then start to roll your chest towards the wall and look towards the right side. That way you can open up the outside of the right shoulder. Big inhale. Big exhale. Big inhale. Big exhale. Good, release that. Switch to the other side. So left arm across, take your right hand, top of the left hand, and just start to lean over to the left. So kind of looking to the left, pushing the hand into the wall, and getting that stretch all the way across the left shoulder. Big inhale. Big exhale. Cool. And then come all the way to the side of the wall. Just step about, let's see, like a foot's distance away from the wall, just 1 foot. And then lean your hips over to the wall. And start to walk your left hand down your left leg and pull your right hand out up and over. Really lean the hips into the wall as much as you can, and then try to lift your chest and stretch over with your right arm. Look for the ceiling. Take a big inhale, big exhale, big inhale, big exhale. And let's do the other side. So again, about a foot's distance away from the wall, and then lean your hips all the way over the wall. Walk your right hand down your right leg and pull your left arm out up and over. Big inhale, big exhale, big inhale, big exhale. Bring the head all the way back up. And then we're going to do chair pose. So again, about a foot's distance away from the wall, and bring your feet about hips width apart, so right underneath the inside of your hips. Bend your knees until your thighs get close to parallel, and then sit your butt up against the wall. But now, you gotta push your lower back into the wall. And you can start to sit lower if you want to. Just really push the lower back into the mat and pull into the wall and pull your belly in as much as you can. You can stretch your arms forward, you can lift your arms up, or you can rest them here at heart center. Push your feet into the floor. And if it's too much for your thighs, just start to come up and out of it. Just keep your lower belly in and your lower back pushed against the wall. Slowly push yourself away from the wall and then stand yourself up. This side of the room for you, like right in front of you, keep your hips squaring down to the floor as well. And then hold on to the wall and just start to kick your foot back and slowly switch to the So we're going to do that same thing, but up against the wall. So again, about an arm's length away from the wall. Walk your hands up, keep your right hand there. Take your left hand behind you. And slowly do the other side. Left hand down, left hand up, right foot down. Left hand up, left foot down, right hand back. Kick your leg up. Good, slowly come out of it. Right hand on the wall. Take your left ankle, cross it over. Try to keep your left foot flexed and really let your knee fall down. And if you want to try to do this while balancing, you're welcome to try it. Just lifting your arms up right over your head. Good. And then slowly switch to the other side. You can keep your right hand on the wall. Just take your right ankle on top of your left thigh, just right above your knee. Let your knee fall away from the center and stand up tall. If you want to bend the knee, might go a little deeper into the stretch, just kind of sinking your hips down. If you want to balance on this side, go for it. Keep the weight in your left heel. Really use your belly, lift it up. Stay long through the arms. And try to let there be an opposition between your hips going down and your arms stretching away from them. Good. Slowly come back up. Let's just do a real simple balance. So stand on your right foot. Bring your left foot on top of your right foot. Your heel can press into your shin. And your ankle might be a little bit wobbly, but really try to stay lifted through the roof of your mouth and push down through the center of your foot. Your hands can be at your hips, at your chest, or right up over your head. And just take 3 big breaths. switch to the other side. So stand on your left foot, right foot on top of the left, right heel into the left shin. Awesome. Let's just do one more thing. So again, come about, lift your arms up, and then just start to drop your arms back. Really keep your hips forward, your ribs up, and then start to drop your arms back. And if you feel way too far away from the wall, you can totally go a little bit closer. I think I was way too far to start. And then you just start to bring your hands there. And if you can, try to push your arms straight and really lift your chest up. And of course, you can even walk further and further back if you want to. You can even walk all the way down to the floor, but that might be a little much for today. We're actually going to do one more twist. So a little bit less than an arm's length away from the wall. Lift your right leg up. Take your left hand, grab onto the outer edge of the right thigh, like you're holding onto the back of your knee, and then start to push into your right hand so that you can look over your right shoulder. Just a twist. Keep the belly in and sit up tall. Stand up tall. Push into your left foot and look over the shoulder. Cool. Switch to the other side. So the side that's against the wall is the leg that's lifting up. So left leg lifts up. Take the right hand across and hold onto the outer edge of the left leg. And then push your left hand into the wall. Pull your knee to the side and look over your left shoulder. So try to keep your hips and shoulders square to that side, but then turn your head. Try to keep your hips square to this side, and then see if you can turn your head and your shoulders over to the wall. Slowly come back to center. And that's it for today. Just give your arms and your legs a good shake out. Stand still, bring your arms by your sides. Stand up tall and close your eyes. And just see if as you're standing here, you separate your feet as wide as you want them to, but I want to see if you can feel for a lot of ease in the way that you're standing. And just maybe you can imagine that just as much as you're being held down to the ground by gravity, you're hanging away from the ground. So maybe rock a little forward or back, side to side, just so you can really look for where the center of your feet is. And then find a lightness lifting you up and away from the floor. Just as much of an upward energy as there is a downward energy. Clear space between your joints. Minimal effort with your muscles. Just a lot of ease. I want you to bring your attention to the place right between your eyebrows. Try to keep your eyes closed, just soften that space between the eyebrows. I just want you to think, may there be peace in my thoughts. And take a few breaths with that in mind. And then bring your attention to your throat, and I just want you to think, may there be peace in my words. And bring your attention to your heart space, your solar plexus, that spot right in the middle of your chest, and I just want you to think, may there be peace in my